Alright, now we wanted to discuss this portion. So we'll get to the easy part first. This is a bedroom for my other son. Similar layout as the other bedrooms, upright full wardrobe cabinets and a desk, and the bed's in the corner. This bed's designed as a full because queens are kind of hard in the corner. I don't love it in the corner per se, but I grew up with a corner bed and I actually kind of did like having a corner. It just makes it hard to change the bedding. But I've considered also putting the wardrobes up against this wall and then the desk out this way and then turning the bed um, this way in the middle of the room so you can get all sides of the bed. So we'll see what we end up doing there. If anyone has commentary on how they would go about that, feel free. But basically, we need wardrobes and a desk and a bed, and beyond that, it's just room. Then we have the kids' bathroom. Basically, have two sinks in case they're getting ready in the morning at the same time. Basically, it'd probably end up being the boys and then my daughter, and then toilet and a shower with a tub. And this is going to have GFRC surround panels. I'm excited about those. I'm going to be doing some cool designs on the shower panels, and when I get to that part, it's going to be pretty neat. So I'm excited to show you kind of how to do flood back artwork on GFRC panels. Then we have the master bedroom. So bedrooms here, we'll have a TV here. I know some people are anti-TV in the bedroom, but we like our TV in the bedroom, especially when kids are sick. And then we can nest on the bed and they can just be sick all day. But then we have nightstands here, and then we have a large opening door here. This is, I believe, a 12-foot door. Again, 3-panel, similar to the door on the front of the house. And so we'll have an 8-foot opening with a 4-foot stationary and 2 active panels. And again, this faces the west, so this faces Pikes Peak, so we should have a really good view from here. And then we have wardrobes here, and the middle one will look like a wardrobe, but it'll be a false door or a false wardrobe and kind of go into Narnia, so to speak. Then we'll have a walk-in closet, and this is bigger than our current walk-in closet, and we don't fill that up, so this will be plenty for us. A lot of people like bigger closets, but we don't have all that much stuff. We're fairly minimalist people. And then we come through here. We have a pocket door, which will probably always stay open. And we have another pocket door here, which will probably always stay open. And then we have a toilet room here, and another toilet in there in case we're needing to use the restroom at the same time. Then his and her sinks, and then this is a roll-in shower. And this again will be GFRC panels, and as well as on the floor and also on the ceiling in this room. This room is going to be entirely GFRC concrete panels, and there'll be a slide door that opens to the inside here, so it'll slide open. This will be a solid door or solid wall here, and then there'll be shelves in the corners and things of that nature. I'll get into the details of that later, but I've had a lot of thought about this room. And then right here, I was going to do a small sauna, and then this is going to be like a bathtub or a plunge pool. That's still the same for the plunge pool, but this sauna, I want a larger sauna. For work, I'm building one of the HOTWORX, if you guys have heard of it, HOTWORX. They're sauna workout rooms, and so the saunas are 7x9, and so instead of just the sit-down sauna here, I'm going to have the sauna be basically at least 6x6, but a little longer because I'm 6 feet tall, so possibly 6x7, 6x8 to get closer to that HOTWORX thing. And basically, I'm just going to build a HOTWORX sauna in here, and that leaves me a little bit of space. So this initially was designed as a secondary closet, as a personal meditation room, or as a nursery if this were a crib, mostly like when we're grandparents. Because I don't think we'll get any more little ones unless we adopt them. But that's kind of what this room was for, just kind of reserved for that. But I think we might end up using this as an exercise room and with the sauna here, so it's an exercise sauna. And that said, I'm considering the point that I'm trying to determine is if I want another door right here, because I don't love the idea of having to go through the closet to get to the bathroom. At the same time, I don't hate it, but it's just one less thing to do. So I've considered going through here, but with my nightstand here, I'm not sure if there's a convenient way of making it so I can have a door here and a nightstand. So I'm debating on how I want to go about this, but I'm considering adding another door here so that way we can just go straight into the bathroom from here. So not sure how that's going to end up, but that's the master suite. This is a higher window, so it's just for light, and then the operable windows. Again, all these windows are European triple glazed tilt turn windows, and the doors are all lift and slide European doors. And the flooring in here will be large format GFRC panels. I'm going to see, I don't know how large I can cast, but if I'm able to, I'm going to try to cast this room, this whole space, in one casting, so there's no seam, so I have no grout lines whatsoever on the floor. The rest of the floor in the upstairs is all going to be hardwood, hardwood number 2 hardwood, so it's cheaper, and just going to try to stain it dark enough that I can hide the modeled colorations of a number 2 hardwood, of number 2 oak, but light enough so that it doesn't just show a bunch of dust all the time. So we'll see where that lands when I do some samples. But yeah, so all the floor in here will be hardwood, except for this will be a single pane of GFRC for its flooring, and I'm hoping to do a single pane of that room of GFRC, but this one's going to be a hard press to do all of that because I only make it ½ inch thick. But I have some ideas on how to go about it, and so if I'm able to, we'll try it. But that's the overall layout of the house. We'll go do the upstairs on the next video. Thanks.